All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to Ultimate Norcal versus Capcom. This is Hans, and I'm here with, I think everybody knows you, Seth Killian. What's up, man?
How are you?
I'm doing well. Man, it's been a lot of work, but yeah, I'm doing all right. Yeah, right now, playing some Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Got the entire arcade laced up with arcade cabinets.
Tricked out, I know. I was looking down the row and seeing like a happy vision of the future with UMVC3 and Cross Tekken all queued up on arcade cabinets, which might be the first and last time we see this.
I know, right? Yeah, well, I mean,
special thing.
It's glad I'm glad that this came about because this is something we wanted to work towards anyway. Just for these games once they come out,
For sure, and this is a very special spot, obviously in San Francisco. Really happy to see what you guys have done here. And I think this could be, whatever. It always comes down to location, getting people together and having like that consistent spot. And so I really hope Southtown is going to continue to be an amazing place for everybody here in SF. Yeah,
so we're going to start things off with little Street Fighter Cross Tekken, and then we'll get to the Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 a little later. Let's just assume nobody has seen Street Fighter Cross Tekken before. This is our first time even seeing it at all. Like, how would you sum up the game thus far? I know there's been some changes and some new additions lately.
A lot of changes and additions. But, I mean, ultimately it's just basically our attempt to try and mix Tekken, sort of the fun bits of Tekken and the fun bits of Street Fighter into a new game. So it's definitely a little more on the Street Fighter side because it is the traditional 2D side-to-side fighter. But we think we've got a lot of the fun mix-up kind of games from Tekken that are floating in all the characters. Obviously, we've got the characters. And then also we stole the tag mechanic as far as from Tekken Tag, where if one of your guys gets KO'd, you lose. So it's very important to switch. You'll notice your health heals back very quickly. So if you spend the time or the meter or whatever you're going to do to get that switch in, it'll really pay off for you long term. But in a nutshell, yeah, just trying to get the nuttiness of Tekken and Street Fighter happening together in one with some of our favorite characters, some guys that have maybe never been in games before, and some old favorites that maybe haven't been in a game for a while.
Right, okay. And I remember at one point you guys said that you were pretty much throwing everything in the kitchen sink of this game. So I mean, people can expect like a lot of different mechanics, like you're saying, from both Tekken and Street Fighter. And,
as far as controls go, we've got some of the Tekken controls in there as well with the button taps and doing some of your, Tekken has some of your traditional sort of Street Fighter, fireball, quarter circle forward motions in there, but mostly you get your special combos by doing, series of taps, like 1, 1, 2, whatever that might be.
Right.
So we've got a lot of that still happening for the Tekken characters. Street Fighter guys have their traditional Street Fighter moves, trying to make that all happen. That's an interesting mechanic on its own, but from there it really goes crazy with the tags. So tag cancel, focus is out, tag cancel is in, but you've got easy chain combos to put that all together with. Everything juggles. We've introduced Pandora. We've got the launchers.
And tell us a little bit more about Pandora, because I guess that's one of the newest features, right?
Yeah, Pandora is one of those things that we sort of, it's still very much a work in progress. So right now, initially when I think people heard about it, they were talking, it's a comeback mechanic, which is, I think there's an element that's correct there, but that's more wrong than right, and I think that's where people have been at ultimately, because, when you talk about like a hyper combo, or excuse me, like an ultra combo. I'm watching Marvel at the same time I'm trying to speak.
It's a little distracting. Maybe you can look at the screen
over
there if you want to.
Okay, sorry. I'm totally staring at the... there are meeting rooms at work where I have to remove completely the machines or just turn them off because I can't focus like in a meeting because it's just a track mode of like Third Strike and I'm staring at it. I'm like, he totally could have there. So, anyway, where was I? With the cross Tekken mechanics. Yeah, so Pandora right now, if you're doing if you have like an ultra combo or something in Street Fighter, there's really no disadvantage to building up an ultra combo.
Right.
Similarly, X Factor in Marvel there's really no downside to it. It's just a positive. Pandora is very much a crazy gamble where you are betting your entire life bar, you're betting your entire round on winning in the next 7-8 seconds. So as an exchange for that, you get a little bit of a life boost. You also get infinite super meter. Mm-hmm. But if you do not defeat the other guy, so even if you get ahead on life, you don't win. If the timer runs out, if the timer runs out on the clock, or if the timer runs out on your Pandora, you are just dead immediately. So you have to win. You're in it to win it.
Okay.
And you sacrifice your other character to get it. So you're last man standing, last man or woman, or bear, or robot, or whatever Yoshimitsu is exactly.
So it kind of sounds like Rage and Tekken, where it's kind of really that last ditch kind of effort that you have to put into the match to try to come out victorious. But it's not something where I know like in Street Fighter 4 you can absorb attacks with the focus attack and build up your ultra meter that way. And
really, it's a very, very risky gamble, and it is a gamble. It's not like this is a free way to get some upside to your meter. It's you are going to die if you do not win.
Right.
So we're still working on that. Right now, it's in sort of a strange place, but throwing it out there. And as far as the mechanics go, we've got a lot yet to come. So,
really? Okay, so there's even more, huh?
Oh, yeah.
There we go. Okay.
It's going to take, I think, what I've been mentally calling since we sort of spec this out as far as the design side goes, it's going to make the jump to light speed. So what you've seen so far barely begins to scratch the surface of the possibilities that will be present in this game. So I think there's going to be a lot for fighting game nerds to talk about. Yeah. But on the other side, it's also really easy to pick up and play because of the chain combos, so people can really get into that and make things happen quickly in sort of a Marvel-style way.
Okay, great. Yeah, it seems like you guys are tweaking like all your games, all the Capcom games, every other week with the AE changes. You got the new Marvel announcements all the time, and every time I see this game, Street Fighter Cross Tekken, there's some sort of change and some new mechanic.
Is it too much? Or we've gone too far?
Hey, it keps me interested.
I know.
Yeah,
we definitely have news, right?
Yeah, I know, exactly. It gives me a reason to wake up in the morning and update the website, I guess.
Keep you guys in business. With you remember when there was no news, like for Street Fighter? I remember those days when there was like nothing. Like you look on the web, there'd be no news for like a week, and now it's like you miss one day and you have no idea what's going on anymore.
Yeah, I remember. I mean, I'm from a time when YouTube wasn't around, believe it or not, and I was downloading videos of like Third Strike off these really obscure like FTP sites, just trying to like get new strategies. And now, yeah, I mean, it's just like if you're 10 minutes late on the breaking news, like you're out of the loop.
There you go. So. Yeah, there's a lot. I hope that's a good thing. Hopefully, we're not keeping people too busy, but you can tune in towards the end if you want to take a break on cracking out on the news, and we'll fill you in then, because I think there's going to be a lot to talk about with Street Fighter Cross Tekken, and I think what we show next is really going to fire the imagination, and that's one of my favorite things about showing these games. I have sort of what I call like the lingerie approach to talking about our new fighting games.
Hold on. This is a PG stream, Like I know I Play Winner in the past has been really like a bunch of rabble-rousers, cage rattlers. But we're trying to keep it clean for Capcom, so hey. I don't know where you're going with this.
Well, there's lingerie in like the Sears catalog. I feel like that's pretty PG.
There is.
Sort of a sports bra kind of look, like only if you're... Okay, let's not go to the Sears catalog. Basically, I want to try and show people enough about the game to let them imagine some of the possibilities and awesome things they could do without necessarily giving them the full download of like, holy crap, this is the most amazing thing we ever came up with that just happened, and now I'm going to show you exactly what it is. Because I think that's one of the challenges and one of the struggles that I've always disliked about seeing games launch in the arcade first, or at least have split releases across arcades. Even though I know it's really great for arcades and I love arcades, is I don't like to play a game when I feel like I already know everything there is to know about it.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
These guys have already figured it all out, and so now for me, I'm just going to be sitting here trying to basically ape their tactics. So I like to try and basically not show everything our games have to offer, but give people enough to really get their imaginations going and figure out what's possible. And I know everyone wants to jump ahead and say like, oh, this character is obviously terrible and this one is going to be overpowered, and that's a natural temptation, and I was right there as well when I was outside of Capcom before, and we hear little test reports from Sunnyvale Golfland or something like that. They'd have a new build of some crazy game, and we love the speculation, but we want to show just enough. But I think what's going to come next for Street Fighter Cross Tekken is going to really set everybody's imagination on fire with possibilities.
Okay, and so it's different than the gym system?
It might be related to that, but you'll see the full scope of the vision.
Okay, because I know that I guess that was the most recent announcement was the gym system, and I guess that was just like a couple weeks ago. And can you tell us anything more about that?
That's where we're going next. So what I will say about it is it's there's going to be a lot to think about, a lot to. So people that like playing Theory Fighter are going to have a lot of theories to play with, and then a lot of ways to check those out and see them in practice. So that's always internet gold, but it's also going to be, I think, a lot of fun for people just to explore different possibilities. And we'll have more on the gem system pretty soon. Okay.
So a lot of the iPlay Winner community sent over a ton of questions for you, and I want to get to those in just a second. But with Street Fighter Cross Tekken, right now, what's your favorite team that you're playing?
I've got one unannounced character, and I'm trying to make a go with Kuma. So we'll see.
Kuma, okay, I know Jared. Is really hype about Kuma.
I know he's committed to Kuma. Yeah. There may be some suffering in store for us, but we're working on the balancing as well right now. So it's definitely not finely balanced to the builds we've shown yet. So we're going to make a go of that. But other than that, I find myself going back to like Ken and Nina which is just sort of like my comfort food from like the early days across Tekken. But I've been playing a lot of the unannounced characters, so that's where my heart is at, always to see what's possible with them. There's one in particular, an old favorite of mine, that I actually used to play in some previous games that's not yet been announced. That will be, I think, really strong.
Okay, all right.
Because I'm beating the QA team with them, and I'm not that good.
Oh,
so, no. If I could score wins, they're like, oh, wait a minute. Yeah.
we need to look at this. We need to look at that. I mean, look at the way he's playing.
Everybody,
he shouldn't be winning.
That's not a good sign. Yeah.
Okay, so I know a lot of you guys like sent in a bunch of questions. We couldn't get to all of them already. I've interviewed you plenty of times. I already kind of know what you can and can't answer.
I appreciate that, and sorry for everybody that wants, again, those juicy details. I love that stuff too, but we want to let people, discover and explore, and also especially when it comes from me. If you guys discover some awesome stuff here tonight, go for it. That's why we have it out here. But if it comes from me, also sometimes people think like, oh, well, that's the way Capcom's telling us to play. This is the real deal, and it's like, no. I mean, you guys are as much a judge of what's going to work and what's going to be strong as we are. And so I don't want to sort of poison the waters with like, oh, this is the real shot from Capcom or anything like that. So
I got you.
Respect to what everybody here discovers.
I think a lot of these people are asking the questions. They know you can answer them, but maybe there's just like a shot in the dark that maybe they get lucky.
I get baited every once in a while. Not too often, but I blow it once in a while.
So right before we get into these questions, I want to give a huge shout out to Mark Mann of Mad Catz, Mark Julio. This would not be possible without him. He sent us sticks to make this entire thing happen. We laced up these cabinets with sticks that he sent us from Mad Catz. So once again, thank you, Mark Mann. We're a lot of the prizes that are going to go to the tournament winners, again, straight from Mad Catz. So we can't,
They're coming to me. I'm taking them all the prizes.
Wait, you're entering? I didn't even put you. You're not in the bracket. You're here to be the
this
talking.
This is an outrage. Worst run tournament ever. BS.
Hey man. Hey, you know how it goes. Like I remember with Mortal Kombat, they didn't let people enter the tournament because they had too much time with the game. That's the same thing that's going on here.
All right.
You tell me that you're wiping the floor with the QA team. You're not in the tournament, man.
Okay. All right.
I mean, look at these innocent faces around here.
They are. There's some fresh, hopeful faces.
Yeah.
Wanting to be crushed by dirty tactics that have been grinding out in training mode.
All right. So first question is from Cole. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna butcher this. Sonaris.
It's not Dirty Cole because I just won't answer that.
Okay, no, I don't think it's. Yeah, I don't think it's Dirty Cole.
Not after.
He's asking, what are some of the characters that you're really pulling for that didn't make it into Ultimate Marvel? Is there any one that you're really one of the game that just didn't make it?
Surprise on that front. So the one nerdy request. So a bunch of the characters I wanted, especially from the Capcom side, did actually make it. So that was great because they were, I was a big advocate of Strider. Sentinel was one I banked a lot on early. So apologies to people that hate Sentinel. Really wanted to see him. Got a lot of them in there. On the Marvel side, the one guy that I don't think has that many fans, but I was really looking forward to from a sort of a gameplay perspective, was the Multiple Man.
Multiple Man.
Yeah, I know. He's not exactly a high-profile guy, but he can basically turn himself into multiple copies of the same dude. So just
like the Naruto kind of.
Yeah, kind of, right? But I mean, from gameplay-wise, I was just like, this would be so fun. I'm going to be putting like dudes behind you and in front of you. Yeah. So we got a little bit of that flavor in with some of the some of the sort of the shadow supers. So you'll see some shadow action, stuff like Felicia. Obviously, Firebrand has a similar level 3 like that, where he calls out basically a drone. Mm-hmm. But to me, like the essence of, I wrote articles a long time ago about the essence of Street Fighter. One of the things that makes it so strong is basically the fireball and the zoning games. And Marvel, to me, even though it didn't have as many sort of traditional fireballs, was all about that because it was the space control. I wrote an article called Space Control with that concept called Space Control, and everyone was like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, trust me, it's going to be big in 15 years. But basically what it was all about is just having ways to control the different space, but also setting up different attack vectors. So the basic of that is like Guile throwing Sonic Boom and then walking in behind it, and then that sets up all these different possibilities.
Right.
So that's like the simplest version of it from the Street Fighter history. And now with Marvel, there's so many billions of different ways because all the assists are basically basically like a Sonic Boom or that kind of effect.
Yeah.
But in all sorts of different ways. So to me, the Multiple Man would have been like a perfect way to have that like just embodied in a character. He may make a cameo later on in the game. So
like in the background stage or something.
They threw me a little bit of a bone, and I think people will see that a little bit later. But yeah, that was definitely one that I wanted to see that didn't pan out because he was just too low profile the star lovers, is that the nice way to say it? Star lover over at Marvel. Like they're all about the cool kids right now. So Multiple Man, not cool enough.
Multiple Man. Okay, I was about to ask
Shout
you
out
what
to
was
Chris
it?
Baker and all the good folks at Marvel.
Okay. So the next one, I think, is actually a great question. It comes from Jeremy Graff. He says, "How do you think Phoenix's presence in Ultimate will change, or how do you think her presence is going to change in Ultimate? I guess she's got a lot of changes across the board. I guess she can fly or jump and just do like one fireball now.
One action per air. Right. Yeah, if she gets hit, the fireballs disappear.
Uh-huh.
You can fly to do a little bit more, but there's some sacrifices you make with the flying as well. So definitely toned down, I would say.
Yeah.
I still think she's an interesting character, and she's still actually, Dark Phoenix is still a very strong character. But what we tried to do is sort of remove some of that, what people were calling sort of the free win element of that, where you were really behind and you could mow through a bunch of characters. So you'll see some of that in not just her actual life decreasing even from where it was, because that alone doesn't really get to the essence of the problem.
Yeah.
Sometimes you see balance changes like that are interesting, and they're it's a nerf or whatever, or a buff or whatever, but it doesn't really get to the juice of what the character's all about.
Right.
So people are don't necessarily see the value or the point of a change like that. So we didn't just want to make it a life thing. So the way she loses life, the way X Factor is affected is something else that we'll see a little more about. But she's definitely less of a. It's less possible to make crazy comebacks with her. But if you're able to store those meters, you are still able to do a lot of damage. Probably not tear through a full team of 3 anymore.
Okay,
but,
that's good.
You can still get through 2 characters, and she still has tons of crazy mix-ups with the teleport, especially against characters that are coming in. Obviously, aerial X Factor activation makes that a bit of a different game as well.
Yeah.
So you can get out of some of her shenanigans right as you come in. But still, I think a very strong character. But you're going to need to be a little more creative with her on point and really work with her as a character instead of just waiting for X Factor and then doing some crazy stuff and hoping it hits.
I gotcha. Yeah, I have to agree with Jeremy here. He says that he actually really likes Phoenix in concept. I think we all do. We all want to see her be a viable character, but as you say, you don't want one character to wipe out a team of 3 out of nowhere. So hopefully there will be that happy balance.
We'll let the community, of course, be the ultimate judge of that, but we think that's where we're aiming for with her.
And sort of a follow-up question that Philip, I think Philip Profit, it sounds like, he says, is Phoenix still being looked at for changes in her gameplay, like specifically Phoenix?
I think the last build, we're pretty much there, and the last build, I haven't been spending as much time with Phoenix, but I believe she is as she is in this build.
Okay.
So I don't want to say that's 100%. But whatever you're dealing with here tonight is at least 95, 97, 90x plus percent.
Okay.
The Phoenix you will see. So no major changes from what you have here tonight. So I'll let you guys do the full report from that when you can finally kick everybody out of here tonight at 4 a.m.
So, all right, now I think you pronounce it Dev, and I think he's a Unity, Capcom Unity
he's
moderator.
A long time, yeah. He's been around with us for a long time. Very smart guy.
Mm-hmm. And so his question is actually Street Fighter Cross Tekken related. He says, and I actually haven't heard this, so I find this really interesting. He says, why was chaining into specials removed from the latest playable build in Street Fighter Cross Tekken? More importantly, since everyone who's tried the game doesn't like this change, will be changed back. I wasn't even familiar with that.
Yeah, that is actually something that was different, and I believe I don't know if I was the source on this, but I actually mentioned that to a few people who were struggling with it. I was like, oh yeah, you can't do that anymore. And then that's spread like wildfire around the Fight Club, and they're like, all right, you can't do this. So, yeah, it's just there's actually been a ton of things like that change from build to build. So that is not final. It's something we're exploring. It's also worth pointing out that some characters can actually chain into special. So it's not a universal thing. It's sort of a balance tool.
Okay.
So some characters can do it, others cannot, and it's that's actually part of fighting game history. There's always been some characters that can do that and others that can't. Not in a Marvel where everybody can, but there are some moves you can't cancel into special or super in a Marvel even, and so similarly we've been trying that. It's more widespread in the most recent build that we showed, where you can't chain into special, and it's sort of one of the advantages. So people always talk about links. They're like, oh, are there links in the game still? Links, I should say, are not really a design choice that we make explicitly. It's just sort of an emergent property of like the recovery on this move is fast enough to link into the other one. Sometimes we'll make a specific choice to try and make sure that's actually in there, or that we add it back in for a character. But links are not something we really think about on the design side as okay, this character is going to be all about links. It's just sort of an emergent property that we take advantage of in terms of balancing. But it's sort of, in this case, it's sort of a refocus on linking, or if you're willing to cancel one move into a special, there's an advantage to that rather than just being able to do an extended chain and then cancel that into a special on more of a hit confirm kind of way. So you're more committed to just a chain rather than having the option to go into special. But that's not something we're married to, so that may change again. And again, it's going to be different by character.
And it seems like out of like all the recent games in memory, it seems like Capcom is changing Street Fighter Cross Tekken more rapidly than any other game. It seems like, as I was saying before, not only are there a bunch of new features, but it seems like you guys are just tossing stuff out there, seeing what the community thinks, and then going back to the drawing board, tweaking it, and much more than like AE or any other game. It seems like.
Yeah, it's one of those, because I mean, AE is sort of like the, it's not the chess or whatever. I don't know what the right analogy is, but it's a little bit more of an austere kind of game where if you start adding a bunch of crazy mechanics, it just stops feeling like Street Fighter.
Right.
In some respects. Whereas this is, even though it's sort of, shares some overt similarities to Street Fighter, is actually a very, very different beast, both from Street Fighter and also from Tekken. So it's really its own man in some respects. But that also gave us the freedom to really explore a lot of mechanics that we're just interested in, playing around with it, having a good time, and seeing ultimately if it makes a more fun experience and if it's going to really add up to something for the game or not. But it's basically a bit of a laboratory for us to sort of try different things out and see where they might go.
Okay, great. Let's see here. So the next question, this is more of a request. It's from Carl. I think it was just Carl. This is for Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. He says, can you please add more preset team slots in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3? He says that there were only 3 in Marvel 3, Vanilla 3, and he said he had a lot of quote-unquote fun teams for casual play, but I guess he wants more slots so he can hold more teams. Is that something that...
I think, not to be a heartbreaker, but I believe there are still only 3 set slots from... Sluts? Only 3 sluts in Marvel. I'm trying to keep it clean. I know. You're infecting me with your I play winner action. There are only
Save it for Keystone.
I think there are only still 3 slots. Japan is not a big fan of changing characters all the time. They like sticking to your gun, so I think they can't imagine that anyone would want more than 3 set slots.
Yeah.
So for Carl, sorry, buddy, if you're going to play some fun teams, you're going to have to handpick them once in a while. So
okay.
Hopefully 3 is enough for most people, but I believe it is still 3 for Ultimate.
So you're saying, Carl, stop having fun and get serious.
Yeah, pick one or pick 3 teams and just man up with those guys and stop trying to enjoy yourself. Well, if you want to enjoy yourself, you have to spend an extra 5 seconds on the select screen.
Okay, let's see here. This is something where... Okay, so this is like almost 2 paragraphs Donald is throwing out there about the story.
And now a reading from Donald.
Yeah, and Donald about to blow it up. But he's basically asking about the story in some of the newer games. So you guys, is Capcom going to put more into the story modes and have I hate to keep on bringing up Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat story mode was really phenomenal. Like I'm not into story mode for fighting games. I'll just put that out there right now. But they did a really good job. I played through the entire single player mode, and they did a fantastic job on the story part of the game. And I think for me personally, even though I'm not really into it, but looking out at maybe more casual players, that's something that I think they really enjoyed and they look forward to. They may not have like a Southtown arcade or a group of competitive friends or the best internet connection. So is that something that maybe Capcom's going to move towards, is more interactive story elements? Or?
I think we're very aware of that. I totally agree that Mortal Kombat did an amazing job on that.
Yeah.
It was one of my, one of the things I liked immediately about the game and had fun playing through, and it gave me a great sort of single player experience that, again, aren't my bag in fighting games and not really ultimately what I play fighting games for. But so there's a little bit more of that, and you're going to see some more fun stuff in terms of the endings and a little bit more in the intro and stuff like that. But as far as sort of a groundbreaking story experience, that really hasn't been where the focus is. So Capcom always will and has and will be about the focus on the characters. So hopefully the kind of love that you see in some stories sometimes will be reflected in our character design. We really spend a lot of time on those. There's a lot of craft and care, and I think that's sort of why you get the lifespan you do out of a lot of Capcom fighters.
That's true, yeah.
Because that's really where our focus is. So could there be a focus more on story? There is. Is that an opportunity market-wise for expanding the game to different kinds of audiences? No question. So I think that is a good plan, but I can't say that it's going to rock your socks and spend a little bit more of a focus there. And you'll see a lot more cameos and characters that you were sort of hoping to see will show up some way or form in the game. But overall, we're not far off from where we were.
Okay, all right. And sort of, I guess, like piggybacking on that question,
Sure.
Hakumin, I think it was Hakumin001 was asking if there's any like new CG movies in the pipe. I know, and I doubt you can even talk about this, but I know there's like the Tekken CG movie that came out.
Yes, we've got something. It's something close to art, actually. I think it's taken sort of an artistic turn. For the opening a track trailer, which when we finally show that as we're getting ready to release the game, it was something like when I saw it in concept, I was like, I'm not really, whatever. It doesn't sound that exciting. But then when I see it with the music, I'm actually somewhat moved, which is a little bit embarrassing. Like I'm like, why am I having emotions about this CG video game trailer? But I think it's something close to it was pretty special to me, and again the way it ties a lot of the characters. It's a very diverse cast as far as like serious and stupid. Yeah. Champ's trying to blow me up for questions. Get on the stream. If you're on the stream, you can ask questions. Not live. no live questions till later.
Play the game. Just play the game.
I know. Leave it to Filipino Champ to complain.
Yeah, I know about something.
I want a different color. Well, we will actually have, as you've seen, some of the stuff going up on the web. We've got a lot more alternate colors for all the characters with a little bit of thought behind them for Ultimate Marvel. So if you want different characters, there are 6. And to me, it makes actually a very big difference because there were some characters I never quite found my favorite color preference. That's not the kind of stuff that I usually hammer the team about. I'm usually on about some gameplay stuff rather than I'm like, all right, you can have whatever colors you want. I don't care. But the additional colors in Ultimate Marvel do really make a difference. I'm really happy to see that.
Okay. Let's see here. Gosh, where were we at? Now I totally...
We just read from Hakuman.
Yeah, okay, here we are.
Or Dan.
Let's see here. Gosh, this is kind of a loaded question. Where did I start? I guess, okay, so ... is asking about Iron Man. It says right now it seems like he got a lot of nerfs with the tri-jump and stuff, and I guess no double jump anymore. Is that correct? And,
that is correct, yeah.
And I guess he's asking how is Tony Stark going to compete when that was sort of like a big part of his game. And
well, it's so Tony Stark, Iron Man is actually one of the more changed characters. So what he's lost in some of the old ways he's played, he's picked up, and some of the new adjustments he's made, which is he's got easier ground chains. The air dash is not as good for sort of instant pressure, but it also gives you, it's got this sort of weird feel to it where he sort of floats in the air a bit, and it's actually quite tricky because he can sort of stay up a little bit and more of a, I think it's actually better to be like right here above your opponent than like on the ground.
Yeah.
So it gives him some different kind of possibilities, and it works well in conjunction with assists. But primarily his zoning game has improved. So
I see. Okay.
And also his repulsor blast is also a lot faster and a lot safer. Mm-hmm. So it's sort of a different look than traditional Iron Man. But I think Iron Man before, sort of in our estimation, came out as sort of a poor man's Magneto.
Yeah.
Which is just sort of like he was played essentially in some of the same ways as Magneto, but you could do mostly just better stuff with Magneto.
Yeah, that's
bigger
true,
combos and better rush. So we wanted to really try and play to what Iron Man's strengths were, or sort of some of his real differentiating factors, and try and play those up and play down some of the other stuff. So that's been kind of the approach with Iron Man.
It seems like just Ultimate Marvel in general, a lot of characters, just the game in general. It seems like it's moving more towards. Like I think Maximilian had a video that came out from the Fight Club, and I just heard from numerous different players. It's moving more towards a zoning type of game where it's like there's a lot of like mind games and strategy behind the way you're going to approach your opponent rather than just like hit an assist and then wave dash or try jump in and like
hope for the best.
Yeah.
Hit, okay, hit confirm into this.
Yeah, right.
No, that was a very. I think you heard that first actually from me. It's a very explicit design decision, and so it's very difficult to make zoning and things like that really effective in a game like Marvel because the characters are so free to move. There's so many things like teleports, the assists. Create such havoc with those kinds of plans.
Right, yeah.
So you've got your teleports, you've got your fast-moving characters, you've got a huge play screen that you need to control. So ultimately, or it tends to be ultimately. There we go. Always be selling. I'm doing to your brain.
Love that movie.
I know. Yeah. Oh man, we can just sit here and I can do like a dramatic reading of the whole movie right now. Basically, that's the explicit design approach, and it's hard to make that work in a Marvel game, but we're trying it. Ultimately, zoning starts really strong in most Marvel games and then gets blown up by somebody who figures out ways to move around it and is just too fast to keep out. But we're really trying to make that faster. So Iron Man, Dormammu, a lot of the things that you sort of thought you might would be fun when you started to play Dormammu and you like had these ideas about like, oh, let's do more pillars and trap them and keep them out with black hole. Didn't really work. Situationally, you could get a couple of pillars or something in there and make them block them. But now that's been tightened up, and Dormammu actually I think is a character that's come out pretty well, just by having a lot of his mechanics sort of tightened up and making the pillars sort of do more of what we wanted to do. It's also scary to design a Marvel game. I know we have more questions, so I'll let it go through. But it's scary to design a Marvel game because you're not sure what's going to be too strong. So I think the team was happy to have another crack at having a chance to see what really was too strong, or where they could tone or power it up just a little bit without making it too good.
Well, even some Marvel 2 players, they mentioned back in the day when Marvel 2, people were just still figuring out strategies. It was like that was a big time zoning game as well. I think what was it like? You had like Spiral, Blackheart, kind of.
Spiral was really well, and then what was so funny to me is like, as somebody who's been watching these tournaments for so long and going to them, is watching Duck actually come back with the second generation of Marvel players. So he's up against guys like Yipes, who came in sort of the Magneto Storm era, where it's all like rush, and he's such an amazing rush player, but he didn't have the experience of beating down Spiral, so he actually didn't know like all the anti-Spiral strategies. So to then watch Duck come back from the grave and win, I think it was, I can't remember which Evo that was, 2006 maybe?
You're right, yeah.
And he won Evo with Spiral, and everyone's like, what? Zoning is good? It's like, forgot how to play.
I'm not the guy to talk to. Sorry. Yeah. Go. Hey, Art. There's something with the one of the joysticks. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Sorry, guys.
Mad Cats. I'm sure it was.
There's something with the joystick. Joystick. I don't know. That's them. Yeah.
I like that you're the default man. Like,
I know people
you're not doing anything. They're like, hey, how do you do?
I know, it's like, I sit in front of the computer.
On the internet here.
Yeah, I know. People think I'm checking my email, I guess.
This is serious business. Having a very animated discussion about your email. Well, actually, you are checking your email.
Actually, it looks exactly like I'm checking my email here. So, anyway, moving on, because we do want to get into this more Ultimate Marvel. The players are lined up. They're playing it right now, so we want to switch over to that soon. But we got a few more questions here. And this is, I kind of grouped, I guess it was like 4 questions, or 4 different questions of one, because they're all basically asking the same thing. It's from like Lynn and Daryl, Point, Counterpoint, and I think even one other person. Basically, they're asking about Shuma and Jill, because nobody's really seen much from Shuma and Jill in Ultimate Marvel, and they wanted to know basically what's different with them. Are they being touched? Are they just being left alone? I know, with them being DLC characters, they didn't really get as much love as like some of the other characters. So,
2 points. So on the first front, one, they've been actually pretty lightly touched. So there's been a few things change, but not a lot of dramatic changes. So you've seen some of the stuff with Shuma, where he's able to now grab and drain your life and your super bar, which is pretty cool. That's actually, I think, a nice improvement for him. There's been a few other little frame data changes, and things sort of tightened up. You can also mash out his super, I can't remember what it's called, where he throws out all the spiky eyeballs.
I have no idea.
Now it's mashable. Everyone loves mashing.
Yeah. That's right. So the mashing is back with the super.
Mashing is back, yeah. So he's got that. That's nicely mashable. Jill's, I believe, spin machine gun shot is also mashable. Jill, actually, we think is one of the most underexplored characters in the game. Shout out to Clockwork. I know he was trying for a while, but we think Jill is actually much stronger than I think the general tournament-going populace does. So certainly we could be wrong about that, but Jill was not a character we thought really needed buffing. People may disagree with us, but so again, Jill's had some minor frame changes, but don't expect anything dramatic with Jill, and the Shuma stuff is basically where we're at with Shuma as well.
Okay. All right.
We think they're both a little underexplored as they were, so we're waiting for people to find out some of the stuff that we've known about them for a while.
Sure, and honestly, I always thought Shuma was like an alright character. Like, he had a great assist. I think that the one assist hit low from like full screen or something. And
that's a very tricky one.
And I know one of the players here, actually, Hanzo Gonzo, when he first started coming to Starbase, it was like one of the first assists he used, and I was like, wow, I've never seen this. And he was blowing me out with it. So yeah, I have to agree. I mean, those are two characters that, I mean, especially guys like me who don't play online at all. Like, I never see them.
There's still juice in them in our hills. So we think there's good stuff still with them. Particularly Jill's Beast Mode Level 3 Super Hyper is crazy sauce. Anyway.
Okay. So now this is the last question that we have, and then we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to switch over to some Ultimate Marvel. We got to swap around some cables and stuff. So after this, you guys probably take a little break, and then we'll be back with some more stuff. But Alexandre Meja Morales, I know I'm probably butchered his name, but he's asking what's the best way to play Iron Fist. He mentions that he knows his launcher sometimes does not connect with a simple combo, and I guess, and he's also asking if you're going to post up a change log, or like an official one, like you've been doing with AE as well.
So, yeah, on two fronts. So, one, about Iron Fist Launcher in particular, it hits low, which is somewhat interesting because it's got pretty decent range and hits low, so you can actually use it in conjunction with OTG assists, or not OTG, but overhead assists.
Oh, okay. Right, yeah.
So it gives him some interesting options there. He's also got high lows with himself, so he's got moves that hit low from his Rekkas, or moves that hit overhead, which again you can use in conjunction with some of our new characters. We'll have low hitting assists, things like that, as well as the existing cast that has low hitting assists. We're also bringing in more overhead assists. So there'll be more possibilities there in conjunction with the right assists. So the launcher doesn't miss. It's just that it has to be against a grounded opponent. So it will hit only on the ground. So if you're in the air so you can do like an ABC ground chain or chain against somebody who's in the air. Like if you're grounded and you're my opponent floating a few feet off the ground, and I do an ABC air chain. Yeah. And then I hit launcher, that launcher will not hit.
It will whiff under them.
Yes.
Okay, I see
but
what
what
you're
you
saying.
can do, he still has options, like he has towards and C is jump cancelable, so you can go into towards and C from the C and jump up and get some things going there, pull him back down to the ground, and he's got great OTG. He can OTG by himself from anywhere, and put that into a super that'll put you off the wall, and then go into another super that will combo easily from there. So he has a lot of potential once he gets that going, but you have to be a little more creative with him. So it's just something we were exploring mechanically. What if we have a launcher that hits a little differently? All the launchers are of course different with ranges and speeds and things like that, but that's where it was with Iron Fist. So his actually hits low. What was the other? There was another question.
They're asking about a change log. I think you mentioned you are going to release one, right?
Yeah, we're working on it right now. So we'll have the first part of it, which is just some systems, hopefully very soon, maybe as soon as next week. We'll have some basic systems gone over there, and then get to some more juicy character details from there. And again, it'll be relatively juicy. Don't expect frame data. We want our friends at Strategy Guide, licensees and things like that to have.
Lord Bucktooth?
To have, yes. Yeah, those guys are my best friends and worst enemies. Because they're always we're always causing them problems and hassles and changing things right up to the last minute.
Oh yeah.
But then I'm always trying to give them a few tips here and there where I can.
Yeah. Well, hey man,
they do an amazing job.
I've written strategy guides for like OneUp.com, and it's like you try your best to learn all this stuff, and then the game's out for a week, and you're like, I can't believe I even wrote this. This doesn't make any sense.
I worked on the official MVC2 strategy guide,
which
never got published.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, way back in the day with a lot of different heads. They had, I think, almost 8 or 9 people working on that, and that turned out really well. Never published. I wish I had my copy still, because maybe they would let us release some really bad pre-launch MVC2 strategies. Actually, it was post-launch because it was a console release after the arcade, so we kind of knew what we were doing. But anyway, yeah, strategy guide is a tough and thankless job. So shout outs to those guys.
Cool. So I guess what in the coming months, I guess we can expect that change log for Ultimate or
less, because we're out in the middle of November. Amidst every other great game you'll ever see. But fighting games will own it. And again, the game's only $40, so hopefully people who are interested in a nice value proposition will check that out. But we'll have that change log up in hopefully a matter of weeks. And we'll sort of dole it out. So we'll do, updates to some of the characters, and then do more basically as we have the characters. So we know exactly what everything is. We'll get that up in the next few weeks for sure.
Okay, great. Well, I think that that about wraps it up for the Q&A. I mean, looking at the chat, they are just ripping us a new one about trying to see some Marvel right now. Because this whole thing, it's called Ultimate Norcal versus Capcom. So I don't really blame them. This is, I know most people are here to see some Marvel.
Hey, that's what I came for. So
and all the players here are. If you guys don't know, if this is your first time hearing about the event, basically I took it upon myself to get the best of the best Norcal Marvel players here, and they've supported me. They come to all of I Play Winter streams, and they've helped me run brackets and commentary. So with the help of Capcom, this is my gift to them, really. So we got the best.
Shout out to Matt Dahlgren, and you guys did an amazing job.
So we got some great players here, and I know like some have played the game at different events, maybe like PAX and whatnot. So
never heard of it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. So I know some have a little experience with the game. Like I know you guys been watching like Maximilian's videos and some others, and so this isn't just going to be straight button mashing. I hope it's not street mashing, but I guess since there's mashable supers, you know, I might have to eat my words there.
I'll handpick some guys that seem to know what they're doing somehow, and, and put those guys on.
Well, we're gonna have a tournament a little later too, so I think by the end of that, you guys are gonna see some great play. So stick around. We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna swap some cables here, and this will be a good time to take a break. But once again, thank you, Seth. We're actually going to get you back on the mic, I think, a little later in the night, too. But, you know, this is break time for you as well. But once again, hang in there. At this point, you know, pop off in the chat. Let me know what the stream looks like. I know it was way earlier it was lagging up for a couple of you. I know this is what we have a bunch of international viewers, so if your internet connection is really slow, I've done all that I can really to make things smooth, but still, let me know how things are looking.
I blame your crappy country. Yeah,
yeah, I know. That's really horrible now I think about it.
Whatever country you're from.
Well, hey, I know.
Way to stir up trouble here.
I know some countries, like, our lowest upload is their best download, so I know it can get a little rough in some countries, but, you know, I'm trying my best. You know, if we're getting a lot of complaints and stuff, I might try to restart the stream a little later, but, again, we're going to get this bracket set up. We're going to get some Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom on the stream next, so hang in there, and we'll be right back.
It's all on the line. Red team wins. Ryu, Yukiko, Nina, Marta, Kazuya.
For my father's honor.
Are you ready? Fight!
I feel fantastic! Wide open!
KO! Go Blake! Fight!
Go away!
Red team wins! Guys, it's all on the line. Fight! Can't back down now.
Hey guys, what's up, Haunts? iPlayWinner.com. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream. I know we had a few hiccups a little early on, but it seems like everything's cool now. we're going to switch over to Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 in just a few moments, actually right after this match. So we're just going to give you guys sort of a quick preview of Southtown and what's going on, and show you everything that's going on here. And then while we kind of switch some audio cables around and stuff. So once again, hang in there, and we're going to put Ultimate Marvel on in just a moment.
Red team wins.
All right, guys, hope you're ready. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. These are just some casuals. We have, looks like, wait, which machine are we on? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, all right, I see. We have the guy Enrico from Freedomonia, a training spot here in Norcal. Playing right now, we have Hanzo Gonzo and Falcomus on deck, along with KBeast. Oh, dude, I didn't even see you. Got KBeast here, Pikey. What's going on? We got D-Bass. Wait, yeah, D-Bass and C-Bass. And let's see here, man. We got Magus 1234, LPN. A lot of really sick players, of course. Filipino champ in the house. I don't know what happened to Ricky Ortiz. I don't think he's here today, but we invited him. He didn't make it. So anyway, we're going to be just running some casuals here for the next little bit. We'll try to get some commentary going here. But in the meantime, just enjoy these matches. We're still working on getting the bracket together. The way this is going to work, it's going to be a single elimination, I think like 32-man bracket. And so, yeah, it's going to probably go pretty quick, but should have some pretty hype matches. Just, 2 out of 3. I would love to do a double elimination, but yeah, you know how it goes. When you have limited time, sometimes that's just not the way you can do it. So anyway, like I said, enjoy these casuals for the time being, and then once I find somebody to hold it down on commentary or whatever, we'll get things started here. We actually have a really interesting match coming up fairly soon. It's actually Sony versus Capcom. We have some Sony employees here who want to take on one of the Capcom employees in probably one of the most hype matches you can have in Marvel. It's called a Horsehead match. And if you guys watched EVO, the late night stream, you're probably familiar with the Horsehead. So the way that it's going to work is they're going to play, I think, like 2 out of 3 or first to 3, something like that. And then whoever loses has to wear the Horsehead for an entire match versus the opponent of whoever wins, whoever they choose for them to play against. They have to wear the Horsehead the entire time. So, yeah, get ready for a Horsehead match. That's coming up in a little bit. Sony versus Capcom. I'm pretty hyped. I love Horsehead matches because it's really embarrassing. And I Play Winner loves putting people on blast like that, so I'm pretty hype about that. We got Twitch TV in the house. We got Ben from Twitch TV holding it down. We got Destructoid here, Jesse from Destructoid. So shout-outs to those guys for coming through and checking out the event. Again, we are at Southtown Arcade in San Francisco, California. You can follow them on Twitter at Southtown Arcade. You can follow us on Twitter at iPlayWinner. We're also on Facebook, facebook.com/iPlayWinner. So follow us there. Keep you up to date on what's going on. Might have some more cool stuff in the future. So, yeah. Anyway, like I said, check out these next couple matches here, and we'll get things going shortly.
Fight it out. Ready? Fight! Attack! Air combo! Advancing guard! Level 2! Advancing guard! Gotcha now! Open fire! Open fire! Player one wins.
All these skills packed in one mean fighting machine.
Normal. Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is here. I'm gonna take you on a wild ride. Injured by Dr. Doom. Dante. Injured Viper. Player 2 wins.
Thought I taught you better than that, Clint.
Ultimate Marvel versus Normal. Marvel versus Capcom 3. That's right. The third chapter. The superheroes are all here. And who will rise to the top? Crimson Viper. Taskmaster. We got the power. Fight it out. Go for broke. Fight! Air combo. Wonderful. Advancing guard. Danger. Level 2. Impossible. Player 2 wins.
Nothing but a man in the picture.
Ultimate Marvel versus Normal. Welcome to the world of Marvel versus Capcom 3. The world's greatest heroes are all here. Lay claim to your glorious victory. Fight it out. Get ready to brawl. Open fire!
This chip is coming.
Cool!
For the cinder, chaotic flame. Nemesis.
Time for a new challenge! Level 1. Air combo! Take it. Level 2. Take it. Open fire! Crossover attack! Open fire! Suck it! Open fire! Need land! Need land! Fire in the hole! Suck it! Crossover assist! Air combo!
For the cinder, chaotic flame. Nemesis.
Need land! Need land! Open fire! Take the X back down! Now it's my turn! Danger! Air combo down! Dude!
Not really my kind of...
Advancing guard! Air combo!
For the cinder, chaotic flame.
Danger! Silence!
Like that. I summon the power.
Advancing guard!
Power under this structure.
Air combo!
Power under this.
Danger! KO! Player 2 wins!
Another easy job.
Ultimate Marvel! Normal! Marvel vs. Capcom 3! That's right, the third chapter. The superheroes are all here. Who will rise to the top? Let your fist do the talking. Go for broke. Fight!
Grace upon us! Flames of the Volcano!
Down, Niku.
Grace upon
Advancing guard.
Flames of the Volcano! walk on a plank.
Ultimate Marvel versus... Normal. Marvel versus Capcom 3. That's right. The third chapter. The superheroes are all here. Who will rise to the top? Get ready to fight. There can be only one winner. Live and let die. Fight! Attack! Yes! Yes! Power attack! Air combo! Snap back! Air combo! Down! It's not over yet. Danger! Advancing guard! Yes, it's my turn. Advancing guard! You're going down. Come on! Danger! Down! Amateurs! Level 1! Level 1! Mighty swing! Mighty combo! Level 2! Level 1! Mighty swing! Mighty combo! You can't run away! You're in for a hyper combo KO! Player 1 wins!
So much better than you. You can't win.
Ultimate Marvel. Normal. Marvel versus Capcom 3 is here. I'm gonna take you on a wild ride in America. X-Factor. Get ready to strange. Dare to believe you can survive. Go for broke. Fight! You're going down. Advancing guard. Air combo. Don't get so tough.
Let's into it. You're in for a rumor. I will aid you. This is something act.
Air combo. Advancing guard.
This is something act.
Air combo.
Spell of the set. So much better than you. You can't win.
Normal. Marvel versus Capcom 3 is here. You want a wild ride.
All right, what's cracking, guys? Haunts, iPlayWinner.com. Right now we have Dasabro versus Seabass. And Seabass is actually, he's the Sony guy I was talking about a little earlier. Is going to have to go up versus Capcom in the Horsehead match. But right now he's getting a warm-up match versus Dasabro. Dasa, you're playing Taskmaster, Captain America, and Virgil. Interesting. I love Captain America, man. Yeah, he's sick. And, yeah. And it looks like Seabass has Doctor Strange, Ghost Rider, and what is that, Nemesis, I think? All right. It's interesting to see. We'll see what happens here. Once again, thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying the matches and maybe hopefully seeing some new stuff here. That's new. Wow, all right. But right now it's packed out in Southtown Arcade here in San Francisco. Oh. Got players playing Street Fighter Cross Tekken. There's another Marvel setup down there. Oh, coming in with Virgil. Oh! Activates X Factor. You want to hop on there? You can. You just introduce yourself, yeah. Introduce yourself, yeah.
What's up, Stream Monsters?
We got
K-Beast here.
K-Beast.
Yeah, I just got knocked off the sticks trying to figure out this game.
What do you think so far, man? You're one of the you're basically the best up there with Crisis here in Norcal when it comes to C Viper players. I saw you were playing C Viper a little bit there. What do you think of the game? Just not just her, but like the game in general. What do you think so far?
Well, yeah, I see there's a lot of adjustments, and I mean I like him then so far. Like certain little aspects, I see a lot of people are dropping their combos, so we all have definitely a lot of.
When I played this at PAX, I was trying to play Magneto, and I couldn't do anything, you know. So no, I feel bad. The game definitely feels a little different.
Yeah, there's definitely something that we're missing. If like people claim that Magneto's going to be still strong, and we all can't do these combos yet, you know.
Yeah, there's something else going on there. Wow, lit up.
It's America.
Yeah.
America's the future, really.
Freedom.
Yeah, he is.
Fight for freedom. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it seems like even Seth was saying, Magneto players going to have to they're going to have to go back to the drawing board and figure out what's going on with them. Because I mean, the few times I played him, man, I was like completely lost. I had no idea. So
yeah, I feel it. Like when I played the build at Evo, I felt like, oh man, like I gotta drop this guy because I can't do anything. Like his tri jump is pretty much gone. Like his combos aren't the same.
Yeah.
Like but we'll see. In the future, like when I get my hands on the game, maybe I'll go back to him. But right now, I'm dropping him. So.
Hey, one more match after this one, and then we're gonna get started.
Oh, Han saying that we're gonna get started with the tournament soon.
Yeah, so we're gonna. There's gonna be one more casual match after this. I see somebody, a couple people asking when the tournament's gonna start. So again, these are just casuals. One more casual match after this, and we're gonna get the Horsehead match going. Sony versus Capcom. Yeah, Horsehead match, dude. I love it. And then after that, we're gonna get the tournament started. And that's when things are gonna get serious. Leave your horse heads at the door, ladies and gentlemen. But once again, we have Dasabro, who's looks like he's feeling Virgil. And wow, I really like that super a lot.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of this already, Hanso. What do you think about Virgil?
Yeah, I mean, I think he looks really sick, to be honest with you. But like, I don't know. Like, I don't even really know what to say because I haven't really had that much time with the game, you know. So I'm looking forward to getting my hands on it because like I think what I like about the game, I think some people are going to come into it, they're like, oh, my character's different, it feels a lot different, but I'm actually really looking forward to a game where everything's like, it's going back to the drawing board with a lot of characters.
Definitely,
you know?
like that's part of my fun is like discovering everything, you know?
Right, exactly.
It's definitely like part of like having fun with the game. It's like, oh shit, this thing could work. Like, oh my god, and like try to figure out how to use it in your game, you know?
Right, and you know, so you have your muscle memory there. That's like, okay, this is what I should be doing with Magneto. It's not working, whatever. But you know, at the end of the day, you know, with the new game coming out, you want it to feel like a new game, and I think that's the main thing I've taken away from. That's
Ultimate.
it,
bro. Discovered. Oh, okay. I'm still.
Oh,
I dropped it. He just did a sick setup with a task assist.
Well, I guess the hit deterioration already kicked in there or something. I don't know. Oh, really?
Yeah, he did a relaunch with Captain America. It's like an oxymoron there. Relaunch with Captain America.
Yeah, I know. What the hell? Thought you never see that, right? Oh,
he gets him. Is that 0 frame? That seems fast.
Whatever it is, it's disgusting. Look at that.
It is disgusting. It's rated M for mature.
I don't really play video games, like, outside of fighting games. Like, I know there's a lot of video games that come out, and I don't really know what they are, but, like, I play a lot of Resident Evil, man. I think Resident Evil's sick. Like Resident Evil and, like, Metal Gear, like, the only two, like, franchises I play outside of fighting games.
You know what? Now I think about it, I'm pretty much the same.
Yeah, I know.
You know, like, I don't really play anything. Just Metal Gear.
What? Oh, wow. That was tricky. All right.
That's it, bro. Takes it.
All right, one more, and then we're gonna get in the horsehead match. Yeah, the horsehead match. Yeah, it's serious, man.
Horsehead.
Yeah.
So, is there money on the line?
No, there's no money. No money. It's all just for fun, man.
My horseshoe versus your horseshoe.
Yeah. So basically, the way that it's gonna work, we talked about the rules. Is the loser of the horsehead match has to wear the horsehead in their first match of the tournament.
Oh.
So just for it's 2 out of 3 in the tournament, but they have to wear it for one match.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's gonna be one of those guys. They're gonna have to.
It's very interesting.
I want to say man up, but I guess horse up, pony up. It makes something happen. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. So
ridiculous puns involved.
Yeah. So yeah.
Let's just check this match out. Dasterbo's already discovering some things with Captain America they got to steal.
That's like the most. That's like the most oddball team. Well, I guess Taskmaster and Captain America were. They both have shields. Yeah, you need like another shield, like
another shield.
Yeah. And this is. And on the right here we have Curtis, Curdy Pie, who's been doing a lot of damage at the Southtown Marvel Rambats, and I think he went undefeated on the first Rambat season. So we'll see what he can come up with in Ultimate. Right now he's putting the hurt on Dasabro's Captain America.
Yeah, throwing in some basic Trish combos. Oh, he's trying to hit it with that, that OTGs now. So it's like,
oh, that's new.
Yeah,
okay.
Like before, it's stupid. Like before, when you do it in the air, when they hit the ground, like you're hitting them, but when they hit the ground, they just roll out.
Oh, that's right. Stupid. Yeah. That always looked like a weak ass super. Like before, it's like you get a couple hits and then
now it's actually pretty good. It's viable because of that.
Maximum Virgil.
Well, there goes Trish.
Boom! I love that. That looks so badass. Oh, he's in there. Yeah, that's the holdback combo.
He has his own version of like Pepsi combos there that take forever, like Dante's.
So I guess what Dacid is opting to do is he will get the knockdown and then he's activating that super. Oh, he got an OTG there.
That's a pressure there.
To keep the pressure on. It seems to be working really well. Oh, he's in there with Nemesis.
Nemesis hurts.
Yeah.
Like his
Dude, he does. That's one thing I've noticed is like a basic combo with him, just like, as you see, like takes off like half life.
And like his moves come out so slow, it's like you don't expect a cross up or something. It was like, I was getting hit by that.
Oh, wow, that's really tricky. So he's calling an assist. Oh!
Yeah, I don't know what Hager could do against unknown characters.
Yeah. Do you know if Hager got anything new?
From what I read, I'm not sure if it's true, but he has like vulnerable startup frames on his lariat.
So you got nerfed then?
Yeah, nerfed. Like it's still invincible after those frames, but.
Oh, but like if you're
like you'd still hit him out of it.
You still like do
like a beam, like a proton cannon,
just like straight up. Yeah, okay. Because before you kind of had to time it, or
yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Well, that doesn't seem too bad, I guess.
Not too bad.
It's not a hard knockdown anymore either. Is that right?
Soft knockdown.
Soft knockdown. So that makes the Dante Hagar combo not as bad, I guess. You know. Man, this has been an awesome night so far, man. This is pretty. To be honest with you guys, this is pretty stressful trying to get this set up, man. We were like, it was down to the wire.
It's pretty
but,
stressful trying to get down here, man. It took me like
the city.
yeah, I passed by the venue, and it took me like 30 minutes to like turn around. I was like, oh man.
You know, just getting all these caps set up to work with the games.
Because they weren't here first, right? Yeah, like the games were set up, so obviously you got to work put it together.
Yeah, no, coming in the city, man. If you're like, where you're from, Vallejo, right? Or
Fairfield. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. If you're not used to city driving in San Francisco, it's like a whole nother world, man.
Oh man, like I drive stick. I burned the crap out of my clutch on this hill over here.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, back to the match here. We got Trish going back on point. Air tag. Oh, I wish we could like react to those now. Like now that the color coding is there.
Oh, is that right? There's color coding.
It's color coding now in Ultimate. So I don't know. I was hoping it would be at least like reactable, like a Tekken throw grab or throw escape.
Right. Okay, that's a soft knockdown. You see right there. Ooh.
There goes America. Dive kicks in there with Trish.
Taskmaster is taking a ton of damage. Virgil, he's having a hard time mounting much of anything right now. Ooh, all right. That's a little better. Oh.
Happy birthday.
Ooh. And that really hurts. Oh, my Lord.
Still got Sentinel. Air X
All
Factor.
right. Smart teleport.
What are we going to do here? I don't know about that because... Okay, well, we're still safe.
So, there they are. I was like, where did they go?
I thought they disappeared. Man, this damn game. All the gimmicks. New characters will win.
Ooh!
That could possibly be a dead task.
Oh, no, he's not dead. Oh, he gets him with Killer Virgil B. I don't know what that's called. All right, so we got the horse head match going now. Are you guys ready?
Who's between?
Are you guys ready?
This is really going down. This is serious.
This is actually going down.
Was it best of 1, 2 out of 3?
I think there. What do you guys want to do? What do you guys want to do? You want to do best 2 out of 3, or you want to do first of 3? What's up? First of 3?
First of 3.
Okay.
The horse head match. Loser has to wear the horse head.
During the tournament.
This shit is in there.
Yeah, it's too crazy. All right.
We're holding it up like a title belt.
Let's see if we can get somebody else on here. Hey, Dassy, do you mind commentating the horsehead match? All right.
Horsehead match. It's the
What's going on, guys?
to Evo. What up, Dassy, bro? I like your captain technology there.
Yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
I didn't really do much with Captain. I think I did a lot more with Virgil than Cap.
You did stuff.
My Cap's alright, but dude, Virgil is so sick.
I'll see about it. Yeah, like he has a lot of supers and a lot of options to come in there.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know too much about him. Like I didn't think of too much because of his mobility, but
dude, he's such a sick.
Yeah, just watching you play, it's like he was getting in. But
he's
anyways,
like Dante meets Wesker meets hell of a lot of level 1 supers.
I like we're opting with new characters here. We got
yeah, this is the horse head match, right?
Yeah, horse.
Okay, so loser has to wear a horse head. I don't understand the rules entirely.
The horse head for tournament play.
Oh wow!
So it's like
that's a big deal.
Yeah, you definitely want to win this match. But yeah, I like it. That's we get to see some variety here. I mean, we're not going to have any good commentary because we don't know what's going on, but we got all new brand characters, brand new characters.
What I can start with is Ghost Rider seems a lot like Dulcin. He's got a lot of really, really strong normals
and
everywhere.
His normals chip. Are those normals?
His normals chip?
His chain chips.
His normals don't chip. Rival says that they don't.
Oh, Champ told me
he must have specials that look like normals.
Okay.
I bet like everything's the chain, one way or another.
Yeah.
The fire
so,
chain.
When there's a projectile on there, okay.
Oh, sick relaunch. Does not quite work though.
Look at that range, dude.
One thing I really liked about Virgil is everything seemed to work. Like, it didn't really seem to matter what the paration was. Everything just kind of worked.
Just did it. There's no hit stun deterioration.
Sponsored by Nike.
I like this keep away play by, I'm not sure the player's names, but, what's that? Matt, DC, and Seabass. Okay, Capcom and Sony.
Ghost Rider keeping him out with what looks like maybe maybe his launcher? Is that what it is?
I think so. It looks like Dormammu's.
God, it's just like the Dalsim jump back fierce all over again. Except he jumps forward because it's not disadvantage.
Look how viable the keep away play is in this game. Like, oh, the Doctor Strange assist is so annoying. Look at that. It comes
That
out
seems
like,
like a really
3
good
seconds
assist.
later. It's so good that keep away is viable again.
Yeah, I actually really like it. I like that zoning has a place in this game instead of just you have to rush down.
Relentless rush down wins.
The best characters in vanilla were the characters that had the best rush down and they had some zoning options.
Yeah, that's like they gave them everything.
Because that's the only viable zoning. You had to have a team that could do both. Now it seems like you could literally base your entire match on zoning and have a chance, like a very legitimate
This
chance.
is becoming very bored with just jumping around Ghost Rider.
Wow, that is a full screen super. Can he punish it?
Oh, X Factor's
out. That's
safe.
smart. I guess he knew it could be punished, and he X Factors makes that save. Goes for the command guard, does not work.
Matt Deasy going for some.
There was a little bit too much block stun there. Ghost Rider hits a combo, it doesn't do much with it. Wonder if he can get much more than that.
Either player not picking up really anything right now.
Oh! Pennant stare, and it connects!
We got 5 seconds left on the clock.
Nicolas Cage looking into your soul! And Nemesis goes down. Just like National Treasury all over again.
Time's up. Firebrand is tired. I like how I was complimenting the keep away style, but at the same time, that match was like really slow. Like 90% of it was like jumping around with Ghost Rider, just throwing chains. Like I hope that's not the future of Marvel, you know. Like this, we're not trying to play Street Fighter 4 here, you know.
Yeah, I think 2 zoning teams could easily take 99 seconds every time. I think it's very possible. I think it also depends how well they confirm their combos. Because I'm willing to believe that Ghost Rider has some way to confirm, even large distance. We'll have to see about that.
Yeah.
And it looks like the Horsehead's making an appearance behind Sebastian. Sebastian does not notice.
He's in there. He does not want to wear that shit. He does not want to wear it.
There can be only one winner.
Here we go, round 2.
And Sebastian's on match point, is that right?
Oh, it's first to 3, actually.
That's first to 3, okay.
Both players starting out with Ghost Rider again.
It looked like Matt was trying to confirm his normals into launcher there. It didn't work out. Oh, there we go. That's how you do it.
We need some more assist calling.
He could use that.
I think Doctor Strange would be a good viable
option. Oh, there you go. Okay.
There goes Ghost Rider.
I like that. See, that's a decent hit. Like, you hit someone from full screen, confirm into that, that's probably 500K. Was that a full screen low?
From Tusk?
Yeah, Ghost Rider's crouching. What's up? Oh, yeah, hey, what's up? Hey, it's A-Rival real quick. I just want to talk about
Rival?
I'm pretty good, man. How you
know
doing?
more about Ghost Rider than me, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the crouching H is an almost full screen sweep that you can cancel directly into his chain that will bounce him off the wall, and you get a free combo off of it. So, yeah, it's pretty nasty. Yeah. See, that's what he's trying to do right there.
But you can punish it if you see it and you make him read books, and everything's all right.
Well, Doctor Strange can actually press back and B, I believe it is, and if it hits any of his chains, he'll teleport right behind Ghost Rider.
He has a projectile counter.
Yes.
Or melee. Is that melee counter?
It might be.
Okay.
But whatever it is, it counters Ghost Rider. I'll see. Oh, that's so juicy.
Okay. And there's the Eye of Agamotto, which apparently goes away if he gets hit.
Right.
Looks to make him read a book, and he does so. Goes right into rocket launchers, doesn't quite check out. That looks like it was probably punishable.
Yeah, he could have punished it.
Probably a little bit slow to the draw.
Right. Here we go.
Looking like Halo 2.
I see a lot
of... I got a rocket launcher.
There we go. That's so unsafe.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Oh, where's the launcher at?
So all of his normals seem to be extremely unsafe.
Yeah. That's why a lot of Nemesis players stick to the air and they'll throw missiles or do jumping, I believe, hard. Which is like the... Oh, there we go. Ugh, missed it.
It was too late in the combo, apparently. Or maybe he just dropped it. I don't know.
Okay. Oh, my God. Yeah, but one of his jumping attacks goes all directions. So you can cross up with it and just be a jerk.
Oh, wow. Was that his launcher?
Yeah.
That was really fast for a launcher.
It is fast, but yeah, the recovery is really crazy.
Okay, so it's just massively unsafe.
Ugh.
Utilizing that jumping H chain.
Yeah.
It looks like it's 1-1.
That chain, the jumping S is just out of control. The diagonal one.
Yeah.
And also the jumping H, which you see a lot against people like Firebrand who are in the air.
Okay.
Will actually swing around them in 360 degrees. But you can't chain off it.
Okay.
No pun intended, but yeah. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. All right, so it's 1-1 now. Who do you think's going to take it?
I don't know. I want my boy Sebastian to take it, but then again, I've met Matt before at other tournaments, and he's a cool guy.
Word. Yeah,
So
Matt is really
I
cool.
can't really put my weight behind one or the other. It's been really even so far.
Right.
We're gonna have a good horse head match.
Yeah, we are. Real good. Yeah, it's going to be pretty nice. So wait, so do you know how long they have to wear the horse head for?
I really don't. I don't know.
There we go. Ugh. Jumping in with the jumping S. That takes
So,
balls.
was that a
Okay.
2 lightning bolt assist by Doctor Strange? That one right there. He fires 2 green bolts.
Yeah. So they have to wear it for 1 match.
Good launcher.
There we go. Right.
Dashing dirt bike.
Wheelie.
Ah!
The cool thing about the wheelie is it's a super hard knockdown. You can DHC and basically anything.
Is there a movie that Nicolas Cage rides a motorcycle? Other than Ghost Rider, obviously.
I know he drives cars and gone in 60 seconds.
We'll go with that.
Now, Firebrand is really awesome. He doesn't do much damage, though. But he has got, like, level 3.
Like, how little damage are we talking?
You know, he can do, like, all these crazy launches, relaunches, drag to the wall, and I'm guessing, like, 500 damage about?
It could be worse. Is that...
What's that? I think it's less. Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
I think it definitely is
Okay.
less.
I kept track of the start of this. We're at about 150. Are you serious? That was like 180.
I think he went. Yeah, see, I think he went for the exchange combo because he knew he wasn't going to get much damage out of it.
Wow, so his damage output is pathetic.
Yeah, it's real bad. But his level 3 is really good.
Okay, so he likes to use meter.
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
Like, he brings out his homies. It's really, really pain in the ass.
Got it. No, right there, when Doctor Strange threw that book super, it looked like Firebrand maybe could have punished with a super?
Maybe, but, yeah, it's got tons of recovery.
Okay.
Yeah. And you can't hit him out of it. Once he activates the books are coming out.
Okay. That was the book on Nicolas Cage.
Yep.
Spend less time in the library.
Yeah, exactly. Giving him that reading material.
Just trying to find the treasure.
No, dude, Doctor Strange is the ultimate Jehovah's Witness. Giving everybody the book. Spreading the gospel.
Excuse me. Can I tell you about...
Exactly. What the heck was that?
I don't know. Oh, wow. That crumples.
Yeah, it's really nasty.
That was a stagger. Yeah. That's a full screen stagger beam assist, and it shoots twice?
Doctor Strange has the best projectiles in the whole game.
Jesus.
Best projectiles. There we go. He's got the homies now. Look, this is...
Oh my God. Oh my God, Doctor Strange in the loop. Doctor Strange almost dies as a result of it. And that homie is going in. Oh my God. Yeah. Opens up Nicolas Cage. And then he tells him to read a book. Jehovah's Witness to revenge.
You need to find Jesus.
Oh my God. Jehovah's Witness knocking at the door.
Yeah.
Nemesis has meter.
Encyclopedia Britannica. Oh, he could have done it. Oh, no,
that's might be able to clutch it, but maybe not. No, Nemesis goes down, and Nemesis wins. That didn't even make sense. Nemesis lost his will to fight.
He just dropped his gun. Yo, dog. Nemesis, what do you have to say about that fight? Period.
That does sum out the ending of that fight pretty well. It's just like, Nemesis lost his will to fight Nemesis.
Oh, man. Looks like Seabass is one away from getting the horse.
That's true.
Becoming Mr. Ed.
It looks like Matt might have the download.
He might. He works at Capcom. He's a cheater.
Oh, that makes sense, actually.
He does. But you know what?
Hey, wait a second. This guy works at Capcom.
I know. He's got the inside scoop, I think.
That horse head just cannot wait to be worn.
Yeah. Well, it's headless right now.
The headless horse head. I think that's a modification of the original Sleepy Hollow story.
Yeah, it's the backwards
the
Sleepy
headless
Hollow.
horse head.
If you're wondering what happened
shit
to
doesn't
it.
even make sense.
Dude, 2 Ghost Riders is about as retarded as 2000s.
It's even dumber. In my opinion, it's even dumber because they don't even have a teleport to go in.
Yeah, it's the dumberest for sure.
It is dumb and dumber.
Oh my god.
Oh, that Doctor Strange assist.
Motorcycle. Vroom, vroom. Give me that wheelie. Oh, that's dangerous.
Hot Wheels leading the way.
Ghost Rider's a bad boy. See, that sweep. That sweep is so nasty because everyone's expecting the jumping S.
Right.
And then you hit him with that sweep.
You do that like 100 times. You're like, block high, block high, block high, and then you sweep him. It's like, fuck.
Motorcycle.
Hot Wheels.
Oh, man. That diagonal hit. Oh, here we go.
Jeez.
Bring him in, baby.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. The Nemesis
Motorcycle.
assist to get an extra
Wait,
bounce.
what are you doing?
And then he fucks up the combo super bad. That was a sick combo.
It was pretty dope. I like
It was like Sebastian's just tired of losing real quick. I'm going to bust out this sick Ghost Rider combo. And the double assist keeps him locked from behind.
That beam is so nasty because the delay of the second one, you have to just kind of sit there.
He wants a penance star here, I promise you. Like, he's looking for it so hard. Here it is. Oh my God, there it is! Oh, he jumps it!
What are you doing?
It's like Sebastian doesn't even want to win.
Trying to style. He's gonna
read a book!
Reading Rainbow.
Reading
we go again.
Rainbow! Dude! The more you know, bitches!
Oh, wait, is that it?
Is that it? Is that 2-2? That's 2-2.
3-1, really?
Is that 3-1? Oh, that's it.
Oh, man. Okay, who's going to present this?
Wow.
Oh, really? Okay. So he's going to get the horse head later on when he actually plays his match.
Congratulations, Matt, for winning the horse head.
My tip to you?
He won, but you got the horse head.
Matt,
you're the real winner.
My tip to you is to try to look through the mouth or the nose.
Looks like you've been in there before.
Oh, yeah. I spent some time in there. Here we go.
Show the camera. Show the camera.
There, the camera's right here.
Oh,
this way. This way right there.
This is the best day of my life.
You just...
Oh, my God. That's so good.
Matt.
And Matt is styling.
What a great sport. Yes, tournament's starting. We're about to get right in.
It looks like we are getting the tournament started right now. This is your first Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom tournament in Norcal.
Yes, and the biggest and best
That's right.
tournament that you're going to see in a long time.
Absolutely.
We got a bunch of people who had just got their hands on it, some people who have had a little bit of time with it. It's going to be really interesting to see what people do. If they're going to stick to their old favorites, or if they're going to actually switch to some of the new characters and try some of the new stuff. We'll see. I know that a lot of people got some of their old favorites buffed, so they won't be doing any changing. Other people, fat nerfs. They're going to find new hope in other characters.
Yeah.
It's a whole different game. It's going to be great.
And we're going. And we're going right in. It looks like it's D-Bass, which is Seabass's brother?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
David
so he's
Gonzalez.
apparently playing Hawkeye, Strider, and Zero.
Yes.
That's a pretty interesting team, actually.
I've seen a Zero in here. It's actually pretty nasty.
Okay.
He did a little bit too late, I think.
Okay. That's like a punish super in general?
Yes.
Okay.
It just hits anywhere instantly.
Oh, wow.
It's real good. There you go. Like, boop.
Like right there. Wow, but the pillar is not stopped. And Worf secures a kill. Worf is a player from Freedomonia.
And also a
He's,
character from StarCraft or Star Trek.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. He's very much a community man. He started up like a large group of players.
What's the name of it?
It's called Freedomonia.
And what is that?
It's basically a large group of people who love to play video games, love to spend time with other like friends, and just beat the shit out of each other and talk shit all day. Like,
all right,
it's kind of an awesome group. I've never participated in one of their SF casuals, but they have them in Oakland too.
Oh, word. That's cool. So Marvel, where is it at? Like, where do they hold it at?
Sometimes in San Francisco, sometimes at Crysis's house. Crysis is also part of Freedomonia. I'm sure you guys have seen Crysis before. Crysis is vicious.
Superstar. Got the Superstar Viper.
Yep.
That's cool. So that's on Tuesdays, you said?
I have no idea what day it is.
Oh, okay. All right.
The one that I went to is on Friday.
Oh, well, snap.
I think it's pretty erratic, just kind of like whenever they find something. And right there, Dormammu is really doing work for Worf.
Ugh.
Manages to kill Zero, and Strider comes in bleeding. That's a big deal when you're Strider. Because apparently he has one of the worst health pools in the game.
I believe it's 750.
750. That is just tiny.
Oh my god. I think he should just blow it.
Oh,
man, he's just...
Oh, and he caught him with that, and Worf takes the first round.
I think I'm going to see D-Bash come back this round. I have a feeling we're going to see him.
Okay.
I've seen him play before.
I believe
better than that.
I believe. I haven't really seen him play much.
Yeah. But yeah, he's pretty cool. I mean, he comes to the Dragon Lounge every once in a while.
Okay.
Yeah, he's cool. I think he's going to do okay. Worf, though, he's solid.
He's very he's taking a huge risk by playing Hawkeye and Strider. Like,
oh yeah, that's true. Well, you know, if you're feeling a character, just go for it.
Yeah,
you know?
I respect that. I mean, we have to find out information about these characters somehow, and this is the perfect time to do it.
I'll have to say
it. So we're going into the second round.
Anyway, so we're gonna see what's going on right now. See if that Hawkeye can do more damage. I think we're gonna see some instant supers that are gonna piss some people off out there.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh, just empty launcher goes right in.
Oh man.
Oh wow, looks for
what the?
What looked like?
Ooh,
poison arrow. Okay, that's actually pretty cool.
Oh, those triple arrows are like Deadpool bullets, but worse.
Yeah, that looks really powerful. It's fast.
That energy bolt has got high durability on it.
Okay.
There we go.
Goes the punish super, hits Sentinel. He's bleeding for about all of his life bar now.
Oh my god.
The Sentinel Force catches two! He saw Strider commit and just went in on it. Another punish super.
Wow.
And Sentinel is just taking arrows to the head. His big, clumsy body can't get out of the way. Oh, nice command grab! And he goes in on it.
Dude, and Strider comes in with a lot of red health. Like as if his life wasn't low enough.
Strider came right out of the board.
Oh my god.